Hi, I'm Pastor David with Declaration Church. And have you ever heard the phrase, when the cat's away, the mice will play? Have you ever heard that phrase? What it means, what we mean by that I don't know if it's an American phrase, if it's an English phrase, how far back it goes, because I haven't really done the research. But what it means is that when the authority figure is out of the way, the underlings are going to do what they want. Basically, what it means is when we're not supervised, it's hard to stay on task. And if we can get away with something, sometimes we try. In fact, maybe some of us, all the time we try. Is that true? Am I right? I think I am. Because I think naturally, we just want to do what we want to do. I remember my daughter one time when she was really little. She's quite a bit older now. But when she was really little, she prayed one time as we were praying, but at night before bed, she prayed that God would just make her mommy, let her do what she wanted to do. She wanted to just do whatever she wanted. She wanted to be in charge. She wanted to decide what she was going to do with her life. But when we have someone in authority over us, we recognize that we need to do what we're being told to do, or we need to follow the instructions of the one in charge. And that's really difficult for us to do. And so when we're doing it, when we're being supervised, we can do it because we're afraid of the repercussions of being caught not doing what we're supposed to do. But when we're not being supervised, it's really easy for us to just pull out our phones and start doing what we want there, or being just completely distracted, walking away, maybe enjoying a longer break than what we should. We like to do what we want to do. And if the boss is gone, we have a tendency to kind of let some things slide, and we may even try to get away with some things that we know we'd never do if the boss was around. And that's the way I think most of us are. And yet, in Matthew chapter 24, I found a couple verses that really speak to how we, as followers of Jesus, should live our lives every single day with this understanding that even though Jesus may not be here on the earth, he's still our master, and he expects us to be faithful and wise. Matthew chapter 24, verses 45 through 46, Jesus says this: "Who then is the faithful and wise servant?" Now, I don't know about you, but faithful and wise are definitely two characteristics that I want people to use to describe me. Those are two great terms, things that we want to be associated with. And Jesus says, if you want to be faithful and wise, as one of his servants, as one of his followers, as one of his people, then this is how it should work. Who then is the faithful and wise servant whom his master has set over his household to give them their food at the proper time? Who are these people? The master has set them over the house, over his household, over his goods, and any family members, over his fellow servants. God has put these people in a place of servant leadership. And they're faithful and wise, making sure that everything gets done and these people are provided for. It says giving them their food at the proper time. These people are being provided for in the way that they're supposed to be taken care of. It says, "Blessed is that servant whom his master will find so doing when he comes." Meaning that when Jesus returns, when he comes back to the earth, and he's coming. When? No idea. Never gave us that time frame. But I know he's coming back. He said he would, and he is faithful, and he is wise. And we, as his servants, as his followers, should do that as well. We should be faithful. We should be wise. And we should be doing exactly what he's called us to do. Exactly what he set before us when he comes back. And what's the one thing we know he wants all of us to do? Make disciples. Jesus, when he was getting ready to leave, told his 12 apostles and perhaps other followers that they needed to go and make disciples. Go make disciples of all nations. Don't be prejudiced. Don't be selective about who you're going to talk to about following Jesus. No. Share your story with everyone in all nations, no matter where they're from, no matter who they are, no matter what they look like, no matter whether they're male or female, no matter who they are. Share about what I've done in your life with them. Give them the good news, because Jesus wants all of us to have the opportunity to enter a relationship with him. He wants all of us to have that personal, intimate relationship with him and to have the family that is the church available to us so that we can invest in others and they can invest in us as well. That's what Jesus wants. And so he's asking you and I to go and be faithful and wise to complete what he has put before us. And so the question is, even though we don't necessarily see Jesus in the office across the hall, are we doing what he's called us to do? Are we being faithful and wise servants? I hope that's a challenge to you today. And I hope it's an encouragement to you that Jesus is still, he's called you to do amazing things. And he is right there with you to help you get it done. All he's asking is for us to be faithful and wise. So let's look at ourselves, evaluate ourselves, and make sure that we're doing exactly what he's called us to do, doing what he's placed before us. Our hands are busy doing the things that we know he wants from us. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your walk with Jesus today and to help you and encourage you as you walk with Jesus. And thanks for helping me as well. If you were encouraged or challenged by this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so every time we post new content, you're notified. Because I want to continue to walk with you through this journey with Jesus, and I'm hoping that you'll continue to walk with me as well. As always, I'm Pastor David, and I'm out.